Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video. You have no idea. Why am I excited for this video, you may ask? If you don't know me, for those that know me know, I'm a Christmas fanatic. I love Christmas, I love decorating, I love gift giving and all of that good stuff. I just love the decorating portion of it the most. I love giving my kids these kind of memories. So as they get older, they can look back on these memories and feel like that cozy nostalgia the way that I do with how my mom used to do holidays for me. So as you can see, I have my tree up. It is November 1st. I don't play. If I'm gonna put this much effort into decorating for the holidays, then I need at least 2 solid months of enjoying it. And January 1st, I put everything away. I do not keep any decorations up. I want a fresh, clean slate. So as much as I love Christmas, I also love wrapping it up when the season is over and starting fresh. And right now my house is a little bit in disarray. It's a little bit chaotic, but that is because I have been pulling bins out, setting up some stuff already. I have to go back into my garage, pull the rest of the bins out with all the decorations and whatnot. It shouldn't take me that long. I'm gonna guess it's gonna take me like 3 to 4 hours to completely do everything. And it's not gonna all be done today because I have some things that are coming in from like TikTok shop and from Amazon, and they're not here yet. They will probably be here either tomorrow or Monday, I think is the 3rd. I have a few things coming in, so I will just show you piece by piece, day by day as I get things done, but at least I know that I can do the majority of the work today. And I have my mom here helping out with my baby so that I can kind of focus on just knocking this stuff out. Everybody in my house knows that Christmas it's my time, okay? That Christmas has my heart, it's my time. I love to decorate, so everybody is on baby duty other than me so that I can just knock this out and be done with it. I did take a trip to Hobby Lobby a few days ago, and I picked up a few more things that I was gonna say that I needed, but really I didn't need them, that I wanted. I picked up a few more things. I have a feeling that I'm going to be returning a few things because if you saw in a previous like early Christmas shopping video, I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 videos ago, I purchased these like ruby looking ornaments to put on a tree. And I don't know, I'm just like not settled on it. So I did pick up like a ribbon to go with those ruby ornaments and whatnot. I'm just not sold. So I also picked up some like tree insert like berries and poinsettias so that I can have as a backup plan. And I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I just don't know if it's gonna work out, but we shall see. So let me flip the camera over. I have a table that is full of things that I either got from Hobby Lobby, Amazon, stuff that has been coming in. And also I picked up some beautiful pillows from Kirkland. And that's a funny story, because I had my husband go on a wild goose hunt for these. They had these 2 pillows online. One of them is a nutcracker. One of them is like the night before Christmas, I think it is. Like they look like book pillows. I love them, but they were in 2 different stores. One of them was an hour away. The other one was maybe like 20 minutes away. And I sent my husband out to go grab them. Bless his soul. I love him so much. He went and got them for me. So let me show you everything that I got and we can get to decorating. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna put this video together just because I don't want it to be stressful and chaotic where I feel like I have to drag the camera everywhere and set it up and then show you guys. So I might just show you a little bit of befores, show you the afters. We'll see how it goes, but let me show you what I have on this table first. All right, so we have quite a bit going on here. And I've just been collecting things on here so that I can show you guys. All right, so first things first, I picked these up from Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off and they're pretty heavy and solid. I needed some new stocking holders to put on top of our fireplace. I have these really beautiful like snowflake, like rustic snowflake that's kind of like white and like, it's honestly, it kind of matches this. I can probably do tree snowflake, but my daughter broke one of them when she was younger and our family has grown since then. So I figured I would pick up new ones, and I did pick up a few extras so that I have one for my mom. And if I have a family member that's coming to visit, I just picked up a few extras. These are all the ones that they had and I took them all. So yeah, there's that. These are some of the inserts I was talking about. I love like these deeper colored berries. These were $3.99. They were 50% off. So I got that. These are the other inserts. They are like these red poinsettias with this cute little glittery detail in the center. I love any kind of like crystally, teardroppy looking thing. So I have quite a few, but I picked up a few more, especially since they were 50% off. I think I got 8 of each of them, 8 poinsettias, 8 of these, 8 of the berries. And I also picked this up. I thought this would be super helpful. And this is the ribbon that I picked up. I honestly might just stick with this, the poinsettias and the berries, for my front entryway tree. I think it's really pretty. It looks very like classic and regal. So we'll see how that goes. Down here, I have a few like crafty things. I have a few or 2 small little little, what do you call those? Cutting boards. And I wanted to do some crafts or like holiday crafts with my baby. So one of them will be Thanksgiving. The other one will be Christmas. These are the Thanksgiving colors. So I will handle that. I'll probably do that at some point this week. Then I picked up this tiny little bird. No specific reason. I just thought it was cute. Chunky little bird. Look how cute. So I picked that up to throw somewhere in the house. Moving right along to this side, I saw this and I thought it was super cute, and it also lights up. Let me see if I could do it with one hand. And I have a bunch of trees that I've collected over the years that I normally put around the house. So I thought that would be cute. And I'm also trying to swap out some of like my plain ornaments for better quality ones, nicer looking ones. So I found this here. I believe these were $17, but again, they were half off. And I got 2 packs of these. I thought they were beautiful. The pillows in question that sent my husband on a goose chase are in here. So this is the first one, The Night Before Christmas. And look how beautiful it is. It's like an actual little book. And the second one is the Nutcracker. This is actually the one that I really wanted because I have a few of those like nostalgic Christmas tapestry pillows that were super popular last year. I got a few of them, and my husband picked up another one for me for this year, which is a Nutcracker one. So I thought that that would be cute on the couch with the 2 book pillows next to it. But this is a Nutcracker one. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna set you down here. The next thing I picked up are these little teeny tiny frames. There's a bunch of different ones in here. There's 15 in here, and I thought to use these for ornaments and print out like tiny little pictures, which I do have somewhere around here, but print out like tiny little vintage pictures and use this as ornaments. And these are the little prints I was talking about. These are mini prints from CVS. They were like $1. I also printed these out, but these are way too big, so that's fine. And I have these 2, which are like Christmas bookshop, because I have some frames over here. They currently have the pictures that I got done of my beautiful babies. This is Talia and Darla. And I was thinking of putting it up on the wall, but swapping these pictures out and putting like Christmas bookshop kind of pictures, because it is right next to my like living room or my dining room little library. For this year's wrapping paper, this is the one that I picked out. Super pretty. This is from Amazon. And I also have these labels from Amazon. These I'm not going to take out the box, but I will put a picture up on the screen. I have like these little artificial topiary balls that are pre-lit to put out in the front of the house with like the wreath. And then I have outfits for my little porch geese. These are our holiday outfits for them. I will show you once that's all set up. This brown spray paint is for a DIY of a DIY ornament that I want to do. I saw it on TikTok. I was obsessed with it, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. They have these at Dollar General for $1. Let me give you the backstory on this real quick. So they have these at Dollar General for $1, and I don't have a Dollar General close to me. I looked them up online and it said that they can deliver. And I was like, you know what? My mother-in-law lives not too far from a Dollar General. Maybe they could deliver it to her place. They had 20 in stock. I was like, perfect. I'll order 16, right? I ordered them. I paid $7 for the shipping or for the delivery, plus taxes and all that. It was like $27. I was like, totally fine. I get, I really want to do this DIY. They only had 3. Although the website said they had 20 at that particular store, they only had 3. So I ended up paying, I still had to pay the delivery fee and all of that stuff. I ended up paying like $14 for 3 of these stupid nutcrackers that are $1 each, which should have been $3, costed me $14. Anyway, what the TikToker did was she spray painted them this dark brown espresso color and then used rub and buff, and they looked super like vintagey looking, really, really nice. So I thought this with the little picture frames. I did end up ordering more of these online from a different store, so I'm waiting for those to come in. So hopefully those will be here this week. And this here is a print that I got from CVS so that I can swap out this picture frame right here. This is the house from Practical Magic. I am not going to remove this one. I'm just going to put the other print on top of it, and when the holiday season is over, I will go ahead and put this one back. I did already put out the Christmas throw blankets. I washed everything in like a heavy cycle, because when they're in storage they get like that kind of funky smell. These are the 2 tapestry pillows that I was telling you guys about. These are the puppy ones. I have other pillowcases that are coming in from Amazon, plus that nutcracker pillow that's coming in from TJ Maxx, I believe. So this is my front entryway. I have a 7.5-foot tree. This one particularly is not pre-lit, which really does suck, and I want to start switching out my trees to pre-lit ones. So I will probably put this up on Facebook Marketplace once the season is over. And my front entryway table, I have a garland that I will hang over this. I already started putting out a few of the decorations. I have like a little tree, and I have all my ceramic trees that I think I'm gonna put in this area here, and the other garland will go here. Now, all of this over here will be taken care of. I had to remove my desk from this corner so that I can put up my new tree that I am absolutely obsessed with. This is a Grand Duchess tree from Home Depot, the one that was super viral on TikTok. I purchased it about a month ago, and this is what is inspiring me to swap all of my trees for pre-lit twinkle light type of trees. I think I currently have it on like the warm white twinkle setting, and I did pick up this collar from Hobby Lobby. So the tree is up, I just have to decorate it, and it has all of these branches. Like, these feel like the regular Christmas tree, but then a lot of them are like this that feel like rubbery. Some other things that I already started on, I swapped out the florals in my little baskets, and I added this other one. I think I have some berries that I'm going to add onto that, and I have a little picture frame that I want to put in this area here, which is this one right here, and I have the print for it. So I think I'm going to use command strips to put that up on the wall. And this section here, I swapped out the florals for more like Christmassy looking ones. I put a little picture of a Christmas tree. I think I'm going to swap that one out for a baking, like a Christmas baking one. I will put the links in the description box below for anything that I can link in case you're interested. So I will leave as many links as I can below. So now I'm going to go into the garage. I will show you the organization that I did. I think I did that about a week ago. So I will show you all of that, and then I will start pulling out all the bins that I need. I have everything kind of categorized to like red Christmas decor bin, gold bin, white bin, just regular decor, tree skirts, like everything is in its own little bin. So I'm gonna pull out what I need and get to decorating. And since I showed you all of the before, I might just come back and show you the after, so that way I don't have to worry about bringing my camera along everywhere. But yeah, let me get started on that, and then I'll show you what I end up with. This is the masterpiece that I have been working on in the past week or so. I have everything in here from like postpartum things, Halloween bins, our luggages or suitcases. I have Christmas garland, silver, black, special ornaments, blue ornaments, red, gold, seasonal mugs, Christmas decor, etc., etc. So I'm going to start pulling out the bins that I need and get started on all of the decorating. Alright, so starting off with my front entryway, I hung up the garland. This is the one from Hobby Lobby that is like that real feel type of garland. I really, really like it. It is a little bit pricey. I think I paid, my husband got it for me, so he paid $50 per, and I have two of them. I will show you the other one. And then all I did was add these little berries that I've had already in my collection. This is also the little house that I got from Hobby Lobby. This is one that I picked up, I'm not sure where, honestly. I think it was from At Home a few years back. And some of the other decor is adding some berries and things like that. And then I have this little tree that I picked up from Hobby Lobby as well. That is what the front entryway is looking like. And then I also have a collection of my Christmas trees down below. And this one is the front entryway tree. This is a 7.5 foot flocked tree. It is not pre-lit. And I also don't love that it is flocked because it just makes a mess every single time that I set it up. I still have to figure out what to put in the bottom, maybe some boxes of gifts or something to kind of cover the lights because I have it connected with my main tree. But let me show you up close some of the details. I ended up doing some poinsettias and some darker colored berries. I did add the jewels. I think it kind of looks okay. You guys let me know in the comments below, but this is what she's looking like. And again, I added different types of shaped red ruby jewels. I also added a candle, that cute little bird that I showed you earlier, a letters to Santa mailbox that I've had maybe for about 2-3 years now. And then I also thrifted this gold vase, and I just added a few winter berries and flowers in there. Moving right along, once you enter my gated area, so I have a gate at my front entryway because I have my 2 pups and I am paranoid that someone will come in and they will just run out of the door. So that is why I have a gate. I'm not mad about it. It's gonna stay there. But here I have this normal wicker basket. I picked this up from Facebook Marketplace a few years back and I added in, I'm actually really surprised at the quality of this. I will link them down below because I did get them from Amazon this year, but they also have that rubbery feel. And then I just added some Christmas little red berries. I feel like it needs a few more berries, or maybe just take out the berries. I'm not sure. This is one of the things that I'm not 100% sold on, but we shall see what I do with that later on. I swapped out the artwork for this one here that I found online and just had it printed at CVS. And then I have my little blanket ladder situation going on here. I saw someone that tucked the blankets in as opposed to having them out, and that made so much more sense. So I corrected it and did it that way. I have the stockings for my dogs. I have a golden retriever and a golden doodle. And this is the stocking I've been using for them for years. And I always hang it up here. I did not change any of the decor in the bookcases because they are honestly full to the brim. So for my coffee table, I have this vintage typewriter. It doesn't work. It's more for aesthetic purposes, but I got this off of Facebook Marketplace a few years back. And this is actually a little Christmas cactus and it flowers. I got this last year. I'm honestly surprised that it's still alive. It's not looking that great. I actually have to water it, so let me bring it down. So on the side, I have these little books that I got from Home Goods last year. I also added a candle and this tiny little stand easel. It says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then I have a vase that has the L for L'Amour. I just have to find something, maybe some red poinsettias to put in there. And this is my fireplace for the year. Kept it kind of simple. I have the stockings. I have a little bear one for my baby. So I thought that was super cute. I wish I had an extra one so that we all had the same, but I thought that this was acceptable as well. So I have all of our stockings. I have for my girls, the baby, my husband, myself, my mom. And these are the stocking holders from Hobby Lobby. I also have this Merry Christmas sign that my aunt gifted me a few years ago. I have to figure out how to tuck these cables back up there, so please don't mind that, but I have that going on. And then this I've had for quite some time and is just my little countdown for Christmas. I will also show you guys what it looks like at night with the fireplace on and all the twinkle lights on and everything like that, because I think it looks so magical. But let me show you the pillows that I have set up this year. So we are in dire need of a new couch, but I don't want to purchase one just yet. This one I purchased it online without checking the fabric, and it doesn't work when you have pets, and the dogs primarily sleep on the couch, so it doesn't work out. But besides the pilling that I have going on, let's focus on the pillows. These are the tapestry pillows that I talked about earlier. I have 2 of them. The other one is another dog one, so I just have a green one, the little dog one, a white one. This is the Nutcracker pillow that my husband picked up for me this year from TJ Maxx, and then these are the 2 pillows from Kirkland, these little book pillows that I absolutely love. And on this side I have the other pillows, but as you can see, my little doggy Diva over here, she needs a haircut. Look at those little Grinch paws. Oh my goodness. Now this tree is the main tree. This is the 7.5 foot Grand Duchess tree from Home Depot. And I absolutely love this tree. Also, these curtains, my mom made them for me. They're macrame, so shout out to my mom. She made these as well as these that I have on my front entryway windows. But back to the tree, let me give you guys a little bit more in depth. I didn't do a star this year. I decided to do something a little bit different. So I have a mix of deep red roses and these like snow dusted brown ones. I added some berries and crystals and things like that. And that is what I have as a topper. I also added in this ribbon, and I have it in 2 different styles. I have it kind of like tucked in like this, and then I also have it in this style like this. And then here are those tiny little picture frames that I was working on earlier, as well as the nutcrackers. I ended up not putting ribbon on the nutcrackers and just using the little green hooks to put them up. The red bows I reused from last year. My mom made those for me. These are the ones I showed you earlier. These bells, they still have them at Hobby Lobby, but these I got them last year. Again, with the little picture frames and the little nutcrackers. And the tree does come with a little remote so that you can power it on and off. You can also change it to colorful lights as opposed to like just warm white lights, but I personally love the white warm twinkly lights. I think I showed this before, but on this wall I added this little basket with kind of like this, not realistic, this is more of like the plasticky kind of little inserts, but then I also have this one here that I added some berries. And for my kitchen this year, I kept it pretty simple. These I reused them from last year. I got these little tiny wreaths from Hobby Lobby. My mom made the ribbon and all of that, and they are attached in the back with a little hook. So I just have those across the board on all of my cabinets. I will add a piece of tape to them so that I can kind of hold them down so they're not sticking up the way that these are. So that I will do in a little bit. And then, like I told you guys, I was gonna swap out that little Christmas tree. I honestly don't know if I like the Christmas tree more or this one, but I ended up going with this one. It looks Christmassy and kitchen baking, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it fits the vibes. So that is what I have going on here. As far as decor, I kept it very simple. This has nothing to do with, oh, come out here. This has nothing to do with Christmas, but my little one made this for me years ago and the little tail broke. So I found the tail. She made a butthole for it. But I found the tail. I crazy glued it back on. And I have it there just because it reminds me of her. So I kept everything else pretty simple. I do have a ceramic Santa Claus that I would put all of my utensils in. I have no idea where I put it, but if I find it, I will swap it out. And then I swapped out the artwork for this Christmas inspired one. But other than that, just keeping it very, very simple this year. I also added in the Christmas mugs to this wall rack that my husband made for me. So the ones on the bottom are just like our regular mugs, but the ones on the top are all of the Christmas ones. This one is my favorite. I think I got that one and this one from Barnes & Noble last year. And the very last section is my dining table, which I kept extremely simple this year. Guys, I have a baby, okay? I am exhausted and I just didn't have it in me. Normally every year I set out the charger plates and the Christmas china and all of that good stuff. I just did not have it in me this year. So I kept it extremely simple. I might add the red bow garland to this just to make it a little bit more festive. So I will show you the final product in a little bit because I do want to film at night once the lights are off and everything is kind of on and it feels very like cozy Christmassy. So I might do that. I might add the garland, the bow garland to the bookshelf just to make it a little bit more festive. But as far as the table goes, all I did was add one of my little wooden trees. This is from my little Christmas tree collection. I have these brass candlesticks. Some of them are from Amazon, but these smaller one I actually picked up at a thrift shop, and I just added some battery powered candles to it. And I do have museum gel, but some of them still kind of stick to the left or to the right, which drives me insane, but I digress. This is my simple little dining area. And then over here where my husband has all of his camera equipment, I just added in some of the same like real feel pine inserts that I got from Amazon. I added these little Christmas trees that has really cute like shell details. And I swapped out the pictures for the little bookshop pictures. That's what they're looking like. And yeah, that is everything. But yeah, that is everything. That is all of my decor for this year. I think next year I will definitely do a bit more of a theme, I guess. I love doing themes. I've done the Christmas at Hogwarts, which I've yet to beat that theme. I went all out. I had trees in every inch of this house and it was absolutely magical. So I don't know if I can ever top that one, but I will try. But I've done Christmas at Hogwarts. I've done Whoville Christmas. I would love to do like Elf, Christmas Story. Polar Express is another really nice one. I would love to make like a really big train out of cardboard boxes, but I want to save that for when my baby's a little bit older and can actually enjoy these kinds of things. Right now that is just not the case, and I figured if I'm gonna go simple, this is the year to do it. So I kept everything really simple, but I still really enjoy it. I feel like it still feels like very Christmassy, and I love the reds and the greens, and like there's just very classic Christmas colors. So that is everything for my decor this year. I'm filming on my phone, so hopefully the quality and the audio is okay. I just didn't feel like busting out my camera for all of this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave as many links as I can down below in the description box, and hopefully you guys have time to still pick up some items if you're interested in them. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.